guys, what is up? Welcome back to the Heart of Home. We're at a friend's house from our church who we have been so blessed by because they have some apple trees that they don't harvest the entirety of. Oh, good job. Silas and I are harvesting, what are we harvesting? Apples. One bucket in, time to get some more. Let's go over there and try that tree. We've always gone to an orchard. However, we moved last year, as many of you know, and we moved further away from the orchard we normally go to.
Here's a scarf.
Oh, good, put it in. So we kind of made that a family thing, which is why I brought Silas along this morning, because I want to continue that tradition. However, this tradition's even better because it's free. And we're helping out our friends because, as you guys know, spoiled fruit on the ground just attracts a lot of flies, bugs, wasps, all sorts of things. So the more we pick up, the merrier. Oh, you almost hit me. Growing up, my grandmother, all of us grandkids ran to grandma's house knowing that she had apple butter in her pantry and the Wonder White bread, which is really great for you. I've learned a lot since then. But we used to have competitions of who could eat their apple butter toast or bread the fastest, which was just such a core memory of mine. So apple butter is one of those things that I have learned to make just like grandma made because I know how much I cherished it in my childhood and I wanted that for my children and future grandchildren, and so I've mastered that. But that is also all I've made. Silas keeps missing the basket. So this year we're going to be focusing on applesauce. I never leave anywhere, especially when I'm giving free things, without saying thank you. Okay, we got 15 gallons of apples. It'll probably be more than we need. Let's get going home. So I've unloaded the apples, and what I'm doing to clean them is I just put probably a half cup to 3/4 of a cup of vinegar, just white distilled vinegar in here with water just from our hose. This is supposed to encourage any bugs or little worms, beetles, all sorts of little things that I might have missed on some of these apples. Perfect example, look right there. Brought this guy up and out of there. Okay, so this is gonna be cleaning our apples. We're gonna go run a few errands and we'll be right back. And then we'll get busy on processing these. All right, so these apples have been soaking for about 2.5 hours in the water to about half cup concoction of vinegar that we had. And it really did, it pulled out quite a few little bugs, some ladybugs, little worms, a couple little beetles. And I just pulled these right out of the tubs. I didn't worry about rinsing them. The little bit of vinegar on there is not gonna hurt anything. I have a towel to dry off any if there's any that are just sopping wet or dirty because I'm using a 5-gallon bucket that wasn't exactly the cleanest. I've got a small bowl that I'm gonna be putting the apple skins and the cores and to make stuff with later. And then I have a big bowl that I'm gonna use to transfer my apple pieces over to my 18-quart roaster oven. Now I do have a Pampered Chef apple peeler that I'm gonna show you guys here. It's currently hooked onto our makeshift counter, which is old closet doors because home renovation problems. And it really does do the trick, but you can also just hand peel any of these apples. Just to give you guys an update, it has taken me about an hour and a half to go ahead and peel 5-gallon bucket worth of apples with our Pampered Chef apple peeler. It was super helpful. It's definitely a lot faster than hand peeling these apples by all means. I am doing this alone, so this is something that if you have a few friends or a few family members that would love to help, that could also speed up the process. Got all the scraps right in here. I am going to be making an apple juice out of this essentially, and then making an apple jam. I also might consider doing a cinnamon apple syrup if I have enough, which I'm feeling like I'm going to. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fill up this pan, probably, you know, this is a little steeper than what I've seen others using, but probably just until I can see the water kind of approaching the top. I don't wanna add too much water, I can always add more, and then I am just going to let it cook probably for over an hour based off of the research that I've done and other videos that I've watched, and wait until all of this is nice and mushy, and then we'll strain it in a cheesecloth and take the apple juice and then discard the scraps, probably to our worm farm. And then the 5-gallon bucket worth of apples is in this roaster. So this is an 18-quart roaster. I did have it set at 350, however, I am gonna go coach a soccer game, and so I bumped it down to 300. My husband's gonna be here to monitor this, but I am just lowering the temperature just a little bit. It shouldn't take more than 2 hours for this to become a consistency that is, I mean, worthy to be called applesauce. I've got a little bit longer before I have to get ready to go, so I'm gonna go ahead and just keep grinding away at peeling these apples.
I just need it.
That I forgot to close out this video for you guys, so I wanted to let you know that I will have a link to my website below that will have a recipe card for the applesauce that I did. I'm not going to include a recipe card for the other items that I was working on because they're not quite where I wanted them to be, so stay tuned and hopefully I will have one of those for you in the future. Until then, I'll catch you on the next video.